drug addictions, and I watched them not raise their children, and I helped raise their children, and I always had a very particular idea of what that was, and then playing that role was so startling because I never really experienced, I put myself into this person's shoes and realized how scary it is when you've done something so wrong and you've let your life go so far down the road. How hard it is to look back and figure out, how do I get back? It's actually easier, once you hit a certain point, in some ways it's easier to just, your day's mission is to just find a fix than it is to fix your life.
Right.
Like that's a really hard thing, you know? And so like I'm so grateful for these different roles because it gave me a different appreciation for the struggle my other family members had had. That it wasn't just about their kids, it was their loss as well. And you know, we all have skeletons in our closets. It's important to look those up, you know, and really address them. You know, like top 5, I actually, you know, I decided to stop drinking while I was filming. To be filming in New York in the summer, you think it's humid here, like, people walk around like, they smell like wet dog on the train, it's horrible. And the amount of times that you're offered a drink a day, at breakfast, would you like, you know, a Bloody Mary or a mimosa? At lunch, you know, would you like a beer with that, a sangria? You know, you're at the barbecue, you want a beer with that. Let's have a drink before have dinner. Let's have wine with dinner. Let's have a whiskey after dinner. Like, I'm an alcoholic, I realized, because every single time I would have been offered, I would have said yes. And you never just have one mimosa or like one beer, you know? I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. What a revelation. My skin looks so much better now that I stopped drinking. Not now, because I'm drinking again, but then, spectacular, spectacular. But it's just these things. I've learned so much with all these different roles, and I'm just, it's been my education, you know? I didn't go to college. I did some college courses when I was still in high school, but I didn't end up going to college, and I've learned, you know, under the guidance of Kevin Smith and Rob Zombie and Oliver Stone and Quentin Tarantino and Spike Lee,
bring it on.
Amazing, amazing education, and it would just be really hard to choose one over the other.
Yeah, definitely.
I do fight for them, each other. Like when Quentin insisted he was the best black director I'd ever worked with.
Tell us what you
Like,
say.
I had to be quick. Well, he was screaming in my ear when we were drinking. It was a lot late night. Spike Lee, right? You know, I work with him, so he was like, fine. Him only though. I was like, sure. You want to be the next best black director in the world after Spike? You go and you just put your stink on it. Quentin, you get it. But yeah, I mean, I love all those roles. To say roles that I didn't do that I wish I had. I mean, I always think that's so weird. I mean, in general, I still feel like there's still chance. You know, like, so what? I'm not in Star Trek yet. Know what I'm saying? Still happen. I'm a good Vulcan, Klingon, Romulan, anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything at this point. All right. Anyway, put out a good word for me, y'all. That and She-Hulk. I get called She-Hulk. We all know it's the Hulk who gets angry and then Hulk smash, but you know she's just a derivative from the blood transfusion. Whatever.
It's possible.
But she's just always ready to smash. Yeah. But when I get angry, my family calls me She-Hulk, which I think is awesome.
She's already prepared for the role. I love it.
That'll be the role I want. So if anyone else gets that, that'll be the one I'm going, boo. Why didn't you cast me? Now you know.
All right. I have so many questions to ask you, but I think it's time to turn it over.